Hey everyone, North Star Knife Reviews coming at you with a 3 for Thursday, and this is going to be another Ontario knife video. Probably going to be a couple more of those coming up in the near future. Just, they're closing. I've ordered a few things. Now some of these I've already had, but there's going to be some more Ontario/Old Hickory stuff coming up. So if you like that, good. If not, well, sorry, just come back in a couple weeks. Anywho, what we have today are three less common Ontario knives or Old Hickory knives. And take a little look at these. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time on them, but just wanted to take a look at some of the offerings that Old Hickory has that aren't as common, that you may not have seen, or at least you don't see them as often. So let's start out up top here, and I've actually had a video on these two already, just on these knives, in the past maybe year and a half. But this is the pig sticker. Okay, now this is a dagger. This is sharpened on both sides, and the purpose of this is to stick pigs or other animals. When you're butchering, this lets you cut the aorta and bleed them out. So it's a purpose-built tool. Now you can certainly use it for other things, but do be careful. If you're outside, playing superhero, secret agent, ninja guy, and you're stabbing things with this, it is going to be very easy. If you hit something a little too hard, your fingers are going to slide off there, and I guarantee you are not going to be a happy camper. So be careful if you are using this, all right? But a nice little knife. I would encourage you, if you do get one of these, get just an inexpensive sheath. This is like a Dexter Russell sheath that I got for like $6 online. So I mean, very basic. But what this allows you to do is to protect both the blade and yourself in storage. Any knife you want to protect the blade and protect yourself, but this, especially since it's on both sides, I find that this makes just a little something you can keep it in that you don't have to worry about cutting yourself if you're grabbing it. So that is knife number one. Knife number two, one of my favorite kitchen knives. You can see it's kind of wearing off here. I use this a lot. This is the Old Hickory cotton sampler. And you can see it's patinaed. This is a fantastic knife for cutting vegetables, especially harder things like, say, sweet potatoes or beets, or maybe cauliflower or something like that. We've got some resistance. It's really slicey. I mean, you look at the blade geometry on this, look how tall this is and relatively thin. A lot of slicing capability there. All belly pretty much. And this front part is sharpened also. So if you're cutting, you can go forward and back and get a great cut on things. I love this. I actually just ordered a second one yesterday or the day before because I want to have a spare of this because I use it so much. Just a fantastic knife, like I say, especially for processing things like harder vegetables, root vegetables, things like that. Just works fantastic. The only drawback is sometimes if you're cutting potatoes, or especially potatoes that are a little wetter, they will stick to the blade because there's nothing on here to prevent suction. But still, great kitchen knife for stuff like that. And all of these, by the way, are 1095 high carbon steel. All of them are some kind of hardwood handle. Not sure, I think it's walnut, but I may be wrong on that. But the 1095 steel, so it's gonna patina, but it's gonna be very easy to sharpen. Will take just a really nice edge. Isn't gonna hold it that long, but for the most part, it's gonna serve your needs. And then the third knife is this one. This is a linoleum knife. And this is meant to obviously cut things like linoleum or anything where you need a long draw cut. You can use this for breaking down cardboard, for example. This nice hook blade, you're gonna hook in there and make a draw cut, and it's not gonna pop out on you. Now this knife runs about, well, it depends where you get it, but you can get this for like $5, maybe even a little less than that. Very basic knife, just a 1095, got a little ferrule on here, just a little pin through the handle here to hold it on. This is not a heavy duty construction by any means, but it's certainly fine for what you're going to use it for. Could use a little sanding, quite honestly, on here, but again, $5 knife. Now I will say this one did come with, a little bit of rust on it, which is not the end of the world. Again, if this was a $50 knife, I'd exchange it, but a $5 knife, I'm not gonna worry about this. I'll just take this rust off. But I did want you to see that it could come like this. Anytime you're getting high carbon steel, that's a possibility. But my guess is, this has been sitting on a shelf somewhere for a while, because I doubt these are highly popular, except with people who really have a need for these. But, I like unique knives, and so I thought I would pick up, I already had these two, pick this one up. I'm probably going to do one more of these unique knives, because I got a few more on the way. Anyhow, hope you liked it. Hope you found it somewhat interesting. All of these, to my knowledge, are still available. Kind of going to depend where you go. They may not be available on some sort of general public websites. You might have to go to a knife dealer to find them, but I know like Discount Cutlery, there's, these they have these for $5 or something like that. I know they have these, and they have these. Amazon, I don't know if they've got all these. I don't believe they have this one anymore. Not sure about this one. I do believe they have this, but it's going to run you like $12 on Amazon, so don't do that. Anyhow, check these out if you're interested. You guys have a great one. I will catch you next time.